Good afternoon, Black and Married with Kids. I am so excited to be with you guys on this amazing Monday for another great topic for, actually women and men can join in this topic tonight, because normally I come here talking about relationships, but I wanted to address something that really hinders, especially us as women, as we are evolving within our life. And someone gave me some topics of what to address on Black and Married with Kids, and someone suggested to really talk to women or men about boldly embracing their body. Hi Priska, how are you? Nice to see you guys. And so that's a topic that I'm gonna bring to you all tonight, of how to boldly embrace your body. So if this is your first time seeing me, I know some people already chat below saying hello. My name is Ariel, or you can call me Ari. I am the co-owner of Dunamis Women Enterprise. Dunamis, it literally means power. And my mother and I run the company together, where we guide women of faith on how to heal within their soul and transform their life and relationships through the power of God. And so I want to thank Lamar and Ronnie for having me on this Takeover Monday to be able to come here and always share great topics. And if it's your first time watching me, please always know that I love comments, all right? I answer your questions. I want to know what city and state you're from. So comment below where you are from, because I have some amazing gifts for you guys at the end of this live. So comment below. Make sure you get your questions down below, because if we have time, I like to do Q&A afterwards. And we engage. We have fun on this live when I'm here with you guys every single week. But like I said, tonight I'm going to talk about how to boldly embrace your body. And normally I don't really talk too much about, self-image or confidence things, even though a lot of people always ask me like, Ariel, how are you always so confident? And not just confident like with my personality, not just so confident with, my business and things that I do, but also carrying myself as a woman in my body image. And so I felt that it was so important, because my mom and I were on this movement to unleash the woman within, as we kind of, put our Healing for the Soul tour out there, which is on tour. But part of unleashing the woman within is embracing your body and doing it boldly, not doing it unapologetically, all right? Hey, from Fort Lauderdale, thank you so much for chiming in. If you guys are watching here, comment below your city and state, because I'm going to get into this topic. And you guys always know I have you write some stuff down with a pen and paper. So please, if you have one, just get it so you can write some stuff down tonight, okay? So if you have struggles, okay, if you ever had struggles with your body image, and I want you to be honest tonight, okay, if you ever had struggles with your body image or the way that you look, I want you to comment below, I have, all right? And I want you to be honest with yourself, because here's the thing. I tell my mentees all the time, when we run our mentoring program, that there's not one person walking this earth without an insecurity. And so when people always ask me, Ariel, how do you stay so confident? Confidence is not always at a level 10, all right? It is something that your scale goes up and down and up and down and up and down. I'm never 100% confident. And anyone who always tells you that is lying. And I'm going to tell you why they're lying, okay? Because every single person has an insecurity. Now, is that insecurity always their body image? Maybe not. However, if someone tells you that they're always 100% confident, they're lying. And here's why, okay? Before I get into how to boldly embrace your body. The first thing is that we are always in a place where we are reminded of our imperfections, because we were not created to be perfect. Okay, so when someone says that they are always confident, or they're always, in a positive light, there's a way that you can always have a positive mindset, but there is never a state in your life where you are completely, every day you wake up, I am the most confident person. Because things come to us to remind us that we were not made to be perfect. And if you always believe that you're 24/7 confident, you don't relate to anybody else around you, then that is the key word. You can't relate to anybody else around you. It's a difference between knowing how to shift your mindset to a state of confidence and believing that you don't have any flaws. And that's what I'm talking about when someone says, I'm always confident. That's someone who says, I don't have any flaws. And like I tell people, everyone has a flaw, okay? So I see below, Priska, you said that I have. Anyone else watching this, if you have ever struggled with your confidence or boldly embracing yourself, I want you to say, I have below. But talking to women, this is why it's so important I'm bringing this topic, is because our, hey from the UK, Thank you, Jonathan, for tuning in. But here's the thing. When it comes to unleashing the woman within, right, and tapping into your power as a woman, part of that is embracing your body. Because as women, our body is given to us as women and men for a key reason. And if you struggle with boldly embracing your body, then it's going to hinder your process and how you move and how you are in every aspect of your life, in your relationships. Because it is so important that you learn to embrace this. Hi, Natasha, how are you? So I'm going to give you key nuggets on how to boldly embrace your body for where you are. I'm not going to give you key nuggets on how to get the perfect body. I'm not going to give you key nuggets on how to change your body, right? I'm going to give you key nuggets on how to boldly embrace your body for where you are right now so that it no longer hinders you, and no longer hinders your relationships, and no longer hinders your sex life if you're married, and no longer hinders, the way you communicate with other people, and no longer hinders your children and how you talk to them if you have children. Because ladies, if you have children, please know that the way you talk about your body in front of them affects them, right? So I want to give you these nuggets so that you can live a prosperous, free, love life in relationships for yourself as a woman, all right? So if you're ready, come below. I'm ready. I see you from the London, UK. Thank you for joining in. So the first thing, how to boldly embrace your body is the B of boldly, all right? I'm breaking down boldly. And y'all, I didn't write this down, so if I can't come up with some words, just work with me, all right? But B, the one thing that I was thinking when I came about this topic is, one, to boldly embrace your body, you right now at this standpoint have to stop bashing your body. And not only bashing your body, but bashing other people's body around you, all right? Because that one thing, if you are a basher, y'all know what bashing means, right? It's like when you talk bad about yourself. You have to be mindful now of your words and what you are saying about your body image. Because when you say things about your body image and when you bash yourself, you are speaking down to yourself about the way you look. And your words have power. And the reason why I say only stop bashing your body, I also say stop bashing other people's body, because when you bash other people, that speaks volumes to you. I am 5'3". Look, if I can stand up for y'all. I got leggings and shirts on, right? Let me show y'all. I am 5'3", right? A little booty, small arms. I weigh 101 pounds. And I cannot tell you how many women in my life have constantly bashed me for the way that I look. 24/7, all day growing up, all my life. I have been skinny all my life. And I always hear, even when I did pageants, oh, you so skinny. Girl, you need to eat. That's why you ain't got no meat on your bones. Oh my God, a black man is never gonna date you. You don't even got a big enough booty. I mean, I done heard it all, right? I have lost pageantries, I believe, or pageant competitions, I believe, because I did not look womanly enough to the judges. And many people have said openly and freely about how I look to their opinion. And these are usually people who are not skinny. And so I am telling you, I'm all for Team Skinny, right? But we get the brunt so much of people bashing our body vocally without having any filter because they feel like we need to be their greatest attack. Now, I say this all the time. Y'all may admit that I'm wrong. You may argue with me differently, but I don't care. People would freely come up to me and be like, oh my God, girl, you need to eat. But you would not freely come up to someone who was heavier set and say, oh my God, girl, you need to lose weight. Y'all know dang well you would not do that. So when I say this, when you bash other people and when you bash yourself, you are only having a reflection of how you view your own body. Okay? And I want you to really think about and catch yourself of how often, one, you say negative things about your own body and who you're saying it in front of. Because if you're saying it in front of your husband, he's supposed to love you for all of you and all of your flaws. And how can he freely accept you when the words that constantly come out of your mouth are negative about who you are? How can he truly embrace you in bed and sexual encounters that you all have with each other in intimacy if you're afraid to freely give all of yourself naked and unashamed? See, the way that we come to Christ, or the way that we come to other people, is we're supposed to come naked and unashamed. But instead, we're all ashamed of how we look, which hinders our relationships. And yes, Natasha, you may say people pay money to look like me, but at the end of the day, you know, they bash me at the expense of doing so. And I would pay money to have a big booty. I'm just saying. I would. Okay, can I be honest with y'all? So there is no such thing. But on the flip side, bashing other people. And I'm not just talking about other women, right? Your children. Your children may not, if you have children, may not be growing into the body image that you expect them to be at this standpoint. So even being mindful of how you say things to them. If you say, oh my gosh, you're getting too tall, or oh my God, you're gaining a lot of weight, or oh, your belly is really big. The things that you say to your children is a reflection on how you feel about yourself. So you always have to be mindful of the words that you're saying to other people. You ask to recreate someone's thoughts, you tell them to F off. You know, I don't tell people to go away, but I do tell them to be mindful of the words that they say, all right? So that's the one thing. In order to boldly embrace your body, you have to be mindful of how often you bash other people. And just let it be a trigger, all right? When your husband says, hey, honey, I want to make love, right? And he's really turned on. Be mindful of what words come out of your mouth about yourself. Be mindful when you're getting dressed, what you say around your children, right? Of how you're putting on jeans. Do you see these love handles? Just be mindful. In order to change and shift your paradigm on how you look to boldly embrace, you got to start speaking life to your body. You got to start looking at this. I look at my little booty and be like, some black man gonna love this little booty one day, because it ain't ever gonna get bigger. So you know what? Little booties matter. All right, I own that, right? If you may have love handles, or you may have scars, or you may have, birthmarks, all these different things, find beauty in it. And don't bash it, right? Those children that may have gave you some stretch marks, I'm pretty sure your children are beautiful. So own the beauty in it, all right? So that's the first thing. Oh, okay. Yes, you plant seeds in your children through your words. Speak life, not death. That's absolutely right. Priska, don't laugh at my little booties matter, okay? Because little booties definitely matter. So, all right, your body is what it's called open communication. And here's what I mean by this. No one asks for the body that they have. I don't know about you, but I wasn't born and put in my mother's room and I said, God, can you please give me brown skin, a little booty, let me weigh 100 pounds. I didn't ask for this body. So one, when you bash your body, you did not ask for it. It was given to you. And by this, that means that your body is an outward representation for you to relate to other people and to have open communication about who you are. There is many of people walking around this earth that look just like you, that are battling things just like you, that are having the mental thoughts just like you. And if you don't learn how to boldly embrace it, then you are not going to be able to relate to them and express this outward and open communication about who you are. Your body is just an open communication door for people to attract themselves to you. So for example, as I'm having this conversation, I'm pretty sure there may be some petite women who may say, oh my God, Ariel, I love the conversation that you had. Tell me, how do you continue to overcome these things that people say, right? It's your way to relate to other people. Everyone has a nation that's attached to them. And so when you don't boldly embrace your body, you shut the closed door, or you shut the door that allows you to relate to people that look just like you. All right? So know that in order to boldly embrace your body, know that your body just opened doors for you. It opened doors for communication, the way you look, your outward appearance. The way that you carry yourself opens doors for you. If you don't like the way that you look, you wouldn't walk into a job interview. You wouldn't walk into a business meeting. You wouldn't walk into a presentation looking depressed and down. It opened doors for the way that you express yourself to other people. All right. So it's your open communication to the world to say, this is who I am at this moment in my life. Now, if you were this way or this weight at a certain point in time, and then years later you lose weight, you're still communicating with people your journey, right? So it's a forever evolving process, okay? Number L. So B, I have stop bashing yourself. 2, know that your body was given to you for an open communication to others that can relate to you, because you do attract people like you. Yes, Natasha. All right, so those are the 2 things. L, in order to boldly embrace your body, You have to find something within yourself that you love more than your looks. All right? So the L is love. What do I love more than my looks? Okay? Can I tell you guys an honest story that happened to me, and it could happen very early on. When I was in 6th grade, I always thought that I was the most beautiful person, okay? Until when I was in 6th grade. And I fell off my bike and I chipped my 2 front teeth really bad. Like I had fang teeth, okay? On top of that, I had beautiful skin. People always tell me, Ariel, you have beautiful skin. I woke up one morning and I had a bite on my eye. I don't even know where it was. It was just a light mark that was on my eye. And then eventually it got darker and darker and darker and darker and darker. And so people started to think that it was a black eye, that my mom beat me, right? And it's still there. And I covered up with makeup. And this is how I tell people how to embrace scars. But I believe it was given to me because at that moment in my life, I did not have any insecurities, right? And so when this dark spot started creating and I had these 2 fang ugly teeth, right? I was like, oh my God, I look so ugly. Like I would tell myself all the time, you're ugly. No one loves you. You're the most hideous looking thing ever. These are things that we can tell ourselves, these mental thoughts, right? That come through our head. But then at some point, I had to love something about myself more than my looks. Because people would bash my looks all day 24/7, but I had to start finding beauty in my personality. I started to find beauty in my gift of speaking. I had to start finding beauty in my vibrantness and my mind and the way that I think. I had to love something more about me than just my looks. And this is why people shatter, or women shatter so much, because when you put so much validity in your looks, so much validity in your hair, so much validity in the way that your body is shaped, you don't develop substance down on the inside of you. And this is why so many men have said to me, Ariel, I can date the most beautiful person, the one with the banging body, but she doesn't talk. She doesn't even know how to communicate. She doesn't have a personality. Her mind is in la la land, because what substance has been built? And our communities and media has decided us to shape so much imagery around things that when have we learned to love something else on the inside of us beyond our outward appearance? Because your body is going to always fade. Your body is going to go down into the earth, but what inside of you is going to leave a lasting mark? It's not your body that's going to leave a lasting marks. It's your substance that's down on the inside of you, okay? So, L, you got to love something within you more than the way that you look. And find that and cultivate it and develop it, because that's really where your beauty actually lies. And that's how you boldly embrace your body, because it comes with a message. So now, when I tell people, as a speaker and I travel and I, coach teens, right? I always say I'm petite and powerful. Because my body is petite, but don't mistake, because there's power down on the inside of me. And a lot of people, a lot of principals, a lot of other people have seen me and be like, oh my gosh, she's so tiny, she's so little, she's probably just talks so small. But when you hear the power that's in my voice that comes out and executes to other people around me, oh, you better believe that I'm petite and powerful. And I connect the two, because you are not going to judge me based upon my petiteness, but you are going to see the power and the substance that exudes with me that transfers to other people around me. And that's the key of who I actually am. And I say that on my media kits all the time. Ariel is petite and powerful. Because that's exactly what I am. Don't just get the petiteness. You're going to see the powerfulness that's going to come out, all right? So that's the L, right? The D, in order to embrace your body boldly, right? You have to, one, be... I told you I was making this up as I was going, right? We're going to say dynamic, dogmatic and dynamic, all right? Because that's one thing that I had to learn how to be, is dogmatic and dynamic about how I carry myself. See, I can see a woman that is considered to the world obese, and then a woman that is, petite, but when they walk in the room with a dynamic confidence about themselves, they dominate the atmosphere and they are dogmatic about who they are. They already eliminate everything else that people would have to say about them because of the way that they carry themselves. It doesn't matter what size you are, it's how dynamic are you going to be with the body that God has given you already. And so I love love when I see women of all shapes and sizes walk in with a boldness and a confidence, because that shuts everything down with what other people are going to say around them. And that is the beauty of how to boldly embrace your body, is because even when you don't feel it, you still walk and you carry it with some dynamite, with some power, you know, and unapologetic, because one, when you embrace that this body wasn't, you didn't ask for it, you own it. I didn't ask for the way that I look, so why not own it? This is what God gave to me. If you're a believer, he gave it to you so you can own it, all right? So, yes, you have to be confident and let your character speak for you. All right, so that D is dynamic, all right? The L, how to boldly embrace your body, is you have to also let go. Let go of what people have said about you in the past. Oftentimes when we struggle to embrace our body, we're holding on to things that people have said about us, and we're holding on to things that we have said about ourselves. I don't care if a man has said something negative to you. I don't care if you have been I do care, but if you have been in abusive relationships before, if people have spoken lowly about you in the way that you look, you have to go through a healing process to let some of those things go, because they are often replaying in your head over and over and over again, and they are affecting your mental thoughts. And so you have to learn how to wash yourself clean, and that's why we're doing the Healing for My Soul tour, because you guys know some women need healing in this area because they are still holding on to the things that people have said in their past. They are still holding on to the things that their mother has said about them. They are still holding on to the things that their father has said about them. They're still holding on to the things that a man that didn't know how to value them has spoken into them, and those damaged words have affected them internally, and so they're sucking it all in and they're holding on to it. So in order to boldly embrace your body, you got to start letting some of those things go. Earlier when I came on live, I was talking about why did I get married in the character that Jill Scott played, right? And her husband, and why did I get married, was talking down about her and her weight, but as she was losing weight, she had to let go of some of those things that was said about her. So you guys have to know that you have to let some of those things go. And oftentimes you don't even realize what you're holding on to because you haven't dig deep enough to allow someone to bring that out. See, when people said things to me when I was younger about, oh, no, a black man will never date you because you are small and you don't have a black girl body, I let that affect me when I entered into friendships, not even relationships, friendships. Right? I would always counterattack and say something before someone else can say something. I would always throw out the bullets before someone else can throw out the bullets, because I was on defense mode, ready to attack because of what people instilled down on the inside of me that I chose to believe. So you got to learn how to let go of some of those negative thoughts that people have said about you and that you have said about yourself, okay? That is so important, and this is why, if you're going to stay with me to the end, I have a free gift for you on how to unleash the woman within. The last why, okay? In order to boldly embrace your body, I don't care how old you are. I'm 29 years old. In order to boldly embrace your body, yes, you guys want me to recap because I see you guys putting down here, all right? So boldly, the B, you have to stop bashing. O, you have to know to openly communicate with other people that are around you that you can relate to. L, you have to find something within yourself that you love more than your looks. All right. D, you have to be dynamic and dogmatic about who you are, because God gave you this body to own it, and you only live once. Okay. L, you got to let go of all the things that people have said about you from a negative standpoint. And I'm about to give you the why. But before I give you the why, I want to thank Lamar and Ronnie for having me on Black and Married with Kids to be able to share this message with you all tonight. But why? I don't care how old you are. You got to be youthful. Find your youthfulness. Find who you are. Find that joy on the inside of you. Don't nobody want nobody old and stale and acting like they can't go nowhere. No. I don't care if you're 55. I don't care if you're 70. I don't care if you're 32. You better find some youthfulness on the inside of you, because the more that you continue to keep thinking young, the more that your body will be able to show and express who you are. And if you have lost your youthfulness because you got lost in motherhood, business, wifehood, sister, caretaker, all these different things, you got to find something that's going to give your youthfulness back to you. All right? Because that youthfulness, that yearning learning that you have to be able to build the lifestyle that you want, to embrace your body, requires you to tap into your young self, all right? So this is so important for you guys to do so, and this is why I want to give you guys this free gift. I want you to go to this link, bit.ly/unleash-the-woman. And I want you to go there, and I want you to get these 8-part video series that my mom has offered to you guys on how to unleash the woman within and embrace every single part of who you are. So go to that link. It is a free 8-part video series that you are going to get at bit.ly/unleash-the-woman, and go there. And if you live in the states of LA or California, Texas, Virginia, DC, Chicago, Georgia, those are states and cities, but y'all get my point. I want you to come to the tour. Be with my mom and I in person at the Healing for My Soul tour. Get your tickets and register. If you are not in any of those states, go get that bit.ly/unleash the woman 8-part video series, because it is promoting our Healing for the Soul tour, and I want to see you all in person as we boldly embrace who we are as women in the body that God has given us. So I thank you guys so very much. My time is up. Thank you, Priska, for doing so many comments down below. Thank you all for anyone who's going to watch this replay. I'm going to drop the link down below for you guys to get access to that 8-part video series. And once again, thank Lamar, and I want to thank you, Lamar and Ronnie, for having me on Black and Married with Kids and be able to allow my power to exude to your audience. So have a good night and boldly embrace who you are as a woman in your body. Love you all and see you all next Monday.